We're back! A little bit of a hiatus. Yeah, where were we? Well, what were we doing? Nothing important, I'm sure.
Absolutely nothing.
So,
We're getting paid, that's for sure.
yes.
And we got the camera working, hopefully.
Yeah,
This is like we were just sitting here fidgeting with this damn thing for about 30 minutes. So.
yeah, I don't know if it's a battery issue or a memory card issue.
I feel
Something
like
weird
I
was
feel
going
exhausted before the vlogs even happened.
It's so weird with everything that's happened. It's kind of like, man, it's kind of nice just to sit down and watch some cartoons. Just after all the chaos and everything. But people watch this years later and kind of know what we're talking about. But
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed it.
yeah. I'll tell you the funny thing.
It's a good show. I'm like, the longer we went without seeing it, the more I'm just like, I want to watch Steven Universe again.
I think it's okay to admit this. When we were going through all these Steven Universes, and it's a good show and everything, but we were both kind of like, okay, let's just kind of get through this and everything. Like, we weren't disliking it, but we were kind of getting a little tired of it, even though we know it's good and they never let us down, but it's like...
Well, it's more
just
having to talk about it, because sometimes I
I
just feel there are certain episodes where it's like, that was a good episode, I don't know what to say. Like, I kind of just want to enjoy the damn cartoon.
And then once this YouTube stuff happened, with the strike and the monetization and everything, it's like suddenly it's like, okay, just sitting down watching some cartoons. I'm really okay with this. I'm totally fine with this, and I kind of missed it. So it's nice to be back. And I know something must have happened because, okay, we have a lot of people that are always like, hey, one of the vlogs coming back, but then one day, once again, everyone's like, you have to do the vlogs again.
Oh my god, did you see Steven Universe?
I'm just gonna guess that something gay happened. That's always what it means. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm trying to avoid spoilers and
Happy
everything.
gay or gay?
Can it be both?
Yes, actually it can.
So,
Happy gay.
And the day it happened was a happy gay day. So this is Love Letters, which is also a little gay.
But not happy gay.
No, this was
more
kind of
sad gay.
Yeah, tragic gay, but
Ooh,
funny
it's
gay.
It's a tragic gay.
Tragic gay, I like that. So this is an episode where we see Jamie the Mailman, which, according to our list, we have not seen before, but they're acting like he's a normal character. So I don't know if this was his introduction, because again, that's just kind of how this show works.
So many episodes of this show, I can't remember. I was like, did I see this guy?
I don't remember him, but he's a mailman. For those who, if you've already seen him or not, who got back from the film capital of the world, Kansas, and wanted to become an actor.
Kansas.
And he runs across Garnet, who just walks out of the water. That's one of the funniest intros of her, just her coming up like this mammoth monster. And he instantly falls in love. Of course, she's already, as they put, already a relationship. And she's not usually very good with words.
Yeah, I like that. Is in a relationship? No, she literally is a relationship.
So they have to tell him that this can't really work. And of course, Garnet just writes no, and that's it. So
no.
N-O.
The greatest rejection ever. No, the end. Forever and after that.
Yeah.
I think when somebody asks me to do something, that's going to be my reply. No, the end, forever and after.
There's so many posts, like, I want to answer back with that in emails. So they try to rewrite it in their own poetic way, like kind of what he did, and he misinterprets it. Garnet comes out, says, I didn't write that. And that was one of the funniest deliveries from her.
It's almost like her accent dropped.
No, it totally dropped. That's why I like. She just went total American. I didn't write that. One of the funniest deliveries from her.
I like the fact that she's got the swim mask over the shades.
The goggles, that's exactly the same, yeah. So he's heartbroken. She is actually very good with words and explains that you weren't in love with me, you don't know anything about me, that's not love. I really love that she just dashes the love at first sight doesn't exist, because that's something she would say, and that's something that a lot of times they really don't talk about in cartoons. Hell, they don't talk about a lot in romantic comedies and stuff like that. And she's just like, boom. Let's really talk about love now. That's not what this is, and you're so sucked up in drama that you've convinced yourself and you convince others and stuff. That's not what this is. But hey, that's a talent. You should focus on that. That's obviously your first love.
Entire internet.
Yes. And he's okay.
I don't know you, but I saw you on this message board, and
I think we were meant for each other. Yeah, this is another one of those things where, again, I think one of the reasons this show does so well and has such an adult fan base as well, I think you could kind of make the argument with the My Little Pony show too, is that it's very much talking about how to be social, how to connect, and relationships and friendships and stuff like that, and not everybody's very good at that. So I like it when a show can be very direct, but very clever and very funny, but also very careful about how it does it, and very soothing and very understanding, and I like when they do that, but it's still with Garnet, so there's that nice directness where it's like, hey, just, I'm gonna tell it to you real, and I'm gonna try and be nice, but it's not gonna be bullshit. I'm really gonna be direct about this. And I thought they did that very well, and I think for a lot of people that do grow up kind of with fairy tales and stuff like that, you know, you do kind of need a show for, because, you know, this isn't something I think people that watch, like, whatever, Snow White or Little Mermaid or something would necessarily watch at the same age. They wouldn't watch at the same age, but at some point there needs to be a show that comes along and says, hey, look, that stuff's fine, and we know you're growing up, and we know you're going to figure it out, but at some point you just need to be told this isn't how it works. You know,
now you're ruining Disney for us, huh?
Well, shut up! No, that, honestly, everyone that's like, Cinderella and Little Mermaid and Snow White's unrealistic, you think the movie with witches and poison apples and mermaid unrealistic? No.
There is a Wiccan religion, okay.
You know, it's almost like they're called fairy tales or something. That really bothers me when they think people are so stupid that they're gonna grow up with this mindset. I'm sure somewhere some people are, but I get the feeling they would think that even without the fairy tale aspect.
I have met such people.
But how do I put it? I get the feeling they would be like that even without these fairy tales. The fairy tales are not the cause of them.
No, but they always cite fairy tales as there's always that one, for all the normal Disney fans, there's always that one obsessive Disney fan who's just like, love is a wish your heart makes, and a diamond that drops in the Cabbage Patch, and it was love at first sight, and their whole life is like a freaking fairy tale, and after a while you're just like, shut up!
Well, and let's say this too, you know, the idea of love at first sight, I mean, it's attraction at first sight is a thing. Totally. And maybe you can fall in love after that. But the idea of, no, I see this person and I know you, it's like everything she said about love takes work, love takes time, you have to find out about the person, you can't know, you know, it's...
You're just too cynical.
Now, if you find someone and you're attracted to them and you think, oh, let me go talk to a beautiful person or whatever, and you get along and you do fall in love, great. I've known several relationships that have worked that way.
And if not, at least the sex was good.
If not, you got some nice eye candy to think about later at night when you do things. So it's one of those
talking about sex. This just got weird.
So I think it's one of those things where even though I think a lot of people like to blame Disney for their own idiocy on things like that, but nevertheless...
Oh, hell no. Yeah, hell no.
Oh, okay.
Take some personal responsibility.
Yeah. But there is something where it's just, I think people kind of... See, in my opinion, it's not even... No, it's not Disney. It's romantic comedies. That's what I don't like. I don't like when they try to show you, this is how it works, these are how relationships work, and, you know, or romances and all these other things. When there's real romance, real couples getting together, getting married, that could be interesting. And this manipulative stuff is really dumb. Now you can go.
I think women know, the smart women, know that they're stupid in the same way that I'm like, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger films give us unrealistic expectations about what a man can accomplish.
No,
like, come on!
No, but here's the thing. A real romance, relationships and stuff like that can be interesting, can be funny, can be dramatic, but we don't get those, and that annoys me.
But the chart says.
No, and here's the funny thing. Actually, I'll even make a bigger argument. I think you were 100% right. Most women know this. I mean, some obviously don't, but most know it, and my wife loves dumb romantic comedies, watches them all the time.
Mine does too, but she's literally watching it going, wow, this is terrible.
Now, here's the problem, and I'm not necessarily, maybe it isn't the fault of the movies. I do think we need more realistic, interesting, good romance films, but with men, I don't think they always catch on that this is not how you start a relationship. This is not how you begin talking to a person. These are still fairy tales. The movies that you see, you know, with Will Smith or all these people, you know, that's just so smooth and cool and stuff like that, those are still fairy tales. And if someone legitimately says, get away from you, you should get away from them. You know, it's not, no, come and get me, come and whatever, or, you know, read signals. There's this very social, you know, interesting way of doing this kind of stuff and interacting that you can't find out unless you just go do it. So, you know, I think this is very much saying, don't follow the drama, don't follow the theater.
I think the same men that would do that are like the women who believe in the fairy tale happy ending.
No, but you were talking about the internet and how many guys there are like this and stuff. You know, there's probably more guys that think this is how it works than there are women that think this is how romance,
guys always think they're being smooth, but in reality, they're throwing out one-liners like Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
Particularly at conventions, I'm like, you think you're this, but you're really sitting there going, I like you, you're smooth like water, unlike sand.
But let's be honest, we've gone to, we've hung out at bars and stuff when we've seen, men try to hit on women, even like good-looking, smooth, suit-wearing men and stuff like that, and they just try these lines and these pickup lines, and it's like, you can't be serious.
Yeah, but we've seen it also work sometimes.
That's kind of true.
Which means maybe that idiot found another idiot. Maybe those idiots were meant for each other, or maybe that's just going to be one big disaster and they're both going to regret it. I don't know.
Well, and here's the thing. If you're just looking for fun, fair enough. You do the dance, you do the one-liners and stuff and see it go. But I've seen people who try this and like, the other person, man, woman, whatever, is clearly not interested, and they just keep going. And I really get the feeling that's like the mentality that we get from these romances. Like, no, just keep pursuing, keep going. And I just get a feeling it's like they're not seeing that's a fairy tale too. And fairy tales are fine, and they're a great escape. And sometimes you can learn lessons, but it's not reality. You have to just go out there, try and observe, and see what works and see what doesn't, and find out what you're looking for, and hopefully find a person that's looking for the same thing.
Don't be that douchebag, I guess. Is the only point, like...
There's women that try this too. There are some very, Hyper Fangirl is not a complete work of fiction. No, there's definitely women out there, that can do this. But and it gets awkward and all this. Actually, I found out there's a report that says there's actually more female stalkers than there are male stalkers, which I found fascinating.
I believe that.
See, that was like, because with the internet culture and everything, that's like, really? Like, you would really think it'd be the other way around.
Okay, here's why. Because think about internet culture. If you're really good at stalking, you're not going to advertise your stalking. Men are just too loud. You piss men off, all of a sudden, go to hell, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna rape you.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna rape you. Like, terrible stalking. Like, really good stalking, you shouldn't see the person behind you half the time. Yeah, like, those are like 10-year-old, like, or 30-year-old man children, like, and their parents, I felt the masculinity.
Or 5-year-olds, let's be honest, that just learned how to swear.
Yeah. But true, real stalking.
Yeah.
That's a talent.
So yeah, back to Steven Universe. But that is... No, but that is kind of what this is all about.
You got us down this.
Well, no, but that is kind of what's going on in this episode. And I like for that. I like it is addressing the stuff that...
he wasn't really creepy stuff.
No, but he was definitely very emotional.
A smitten idiot.
We have all either seen or been the people that wear their hearts on their sleeves and will just give it to someone not having any idea who you're giving it to.
Look, Lisa, or what's you can see happen. The exact moment when his heart breaks right there.
So it's one of those things where it's I don't know. It's especially with the internet, and this is why I like the movie Frozen a lot too. I think it does address both how sort of shut off from reality and kind of closed off and antisocial you can be, or how just totally out there telling everybody everything, giving your heart to anyone. How dangerous that can be either. And I think this is very much the giving your heart to anyone scenario that can be like, no, you got to be careful with this, and be cautious. I mean, Garnet was nice and, tried to tell him how things are, but, it's like you can get in a lot of messy stuff,
As your metaphorical surgeon.
God, that was so great. That was so fun. Yeah, how about you?
I have never been in love, so I don't know.
Yeah. You picked a good beard though. I mean, the wedding and everything. I mean, that felt like that was it was really legit.
We got to keep up appearances. We have to appear normal.
So,
But
well done. Well, I have to. I mean, normal. I don't know.
Reality, I married a lamp. It's normal in some countries.
Well, it's nice to see that the spark is still there.
Well,
bright
not
light.
really. I'm kind of looking at this lamp over here.
Ooh,
Hey, baby.
yeah, that's true.
How's it going?
A little.
Turn on my lights anytime.
I'll be the light of my life.
I can't do this.
She's got good balls.
I'm in a very happy, loving relationship, not with a lamp.
Let's clarify that.
Never thought I'd have to say that.
You gotta spell things out online.
We've completely derailed this.
Yeah, sorry. Bottom line, it's good to be back. Lamps are hot.
Warm. If they're really hot, it's gonna catch fire.
That's true.
Smoking. So what's that lamp doing tonight? Does that lamp have a friend?
You wanna know what lamp's doing tonight? Me.